in Indiana. It's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Pistol now for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A big play for the Cowboys. 35 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson. And the Colts are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That is intercepted. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Right back to the air following that pick six. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a first down. They'll run on first down with Taylor. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Washington. And the Cowboys are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. That is two big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
as hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second down, Prescott. He's going to run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now a signal, a timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. 2nd and a yard. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd and a yard. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And more of the same. Another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here's Gould on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, this is Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Colts first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
First and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 7. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From out of the gun, he'll throw. The open man is Tolbert. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Cowboys.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Look him up on a second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll run.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Dallas. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly, nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back, pick up a new set of downs.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now a 3rd and 2. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Christian Benford.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He is taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.